Inside the FLX1.com studio, where I'm joined by Jim Senecropi and Rhonda Jasper, who is the Executive Director of the United Way of Seneca County. We're going to talk all things Taste of Spring, which is always super exciting event that goes on here in Seneca County. Today's show is brought to you by the Seneca Falls Country Club, where their driving range is officially open. Golf is officially in full swing. That was a pun that I didn't even realize I did. Mm-hmm. You can start your golfing season as soon as you want by calling and booking your tee time in order to get your best times and your best rates. I'm sure, Jim, you have been out golfing.
Yeah, I'm going to play this afternoon, too. I'm very excited. The weather's perfect. The course is perfect. Seneca Falls is still running the new member deal for $8.99 for a new member. If you haven't been a member in the last 4 years, that includes a golf cart.
Wow.
Leagues are underway, but there are open tee times. Range is open. The kitchen's open for lunch. You know, it's not a bad spot to stop down just for lunch or dinner, too.
I'm learning that.
Yeah.
I'm a newer member to the Seneca Falls Country Club, and I play in a league, and I get to try now some more food instead of like when I'm there for an event and I'm having banquet food or anything, and it is pretty delicious, just saying. Excuse me, sir, you're supposed to quiet that phone. But what we're really here for today is to talk everything Taste of Spring.
32nd annual, Rhonda. I can't believe that.
I know, even skipping the last two.
Yeah.
Is that what has been already 2 years?
Yeah, we had to cancel it twice in a row.
Oh my goodness. I was trying to remember, and I was saying how I vaguely or specifically remember the 80s, the Taste of Spring back in the 80s or something, and I haven't been to one since, but I haven't missed too many. So I'm excited to hear about what you guys have going on
I think
this
you've only
year.
missed one between the 80s and now.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
The
prom night, and
Yep.
and this year's theme is country, right?
Yeah. Fancy Lake and the Finger Lakes.
Yes, at
Fancy
Del Lago.
Lake.
Fill us in. What's going on this year?
So we are super excited to make it, obviously, our 32nd annual one. Fancy Lake and the Finger Lakes, yes, the Walker Hayes song, Oreo shakes and all that.
Stuck in my head since you talked to me on an email. I was like, just here. And then today I was like, oh, she's coming in. So here comes Walker Hayes in my head again.
All the poor people who come into our office and walk into the middle of the TikTok dance. It's bad. It's bad.
I love that.
So yeah, we're excited. We're gonna be out at Del Lago. They've actually moved us this year. Normally we're split between the ballroom and the tent, and it works because we need the space. But you know, there was that windstorm during the prom that was a bit of an issue.
Oh.
So we're actually in the farmers market buffet area. So
All
we're
right.
gonna be all in one room, which is I'm excited to
It's a
have
great
us all
space,
together.
too.
Cool.
Nice, big.
Yeah, and people are going to be able to come and go as they please. So if people are uncomfortable about how full it gets, you know, we're really watching numbers closely, but they've got a great ventilation system.
Yeah.
They have all their COVID safety precautions in
yeah.
place. You know, anyone who wants to wear a mask, of course, you're welcome to. But you'll get stamped, and so you'll be able to go to the casino floor and go out the doors right there and come back if you need some fresh air and enjoy the evening.
Huh. So I'm trying to picture how that'll be set up now. That's kind of cool. Like the whole, I know the buffet area, I've only been in there a few times, but you walk in and you'll have that whole area, and then they have like the side area as well. Do you have all that as well?
Yep, so we have the entire area and that seating side down the side.
Cool.
So we'll have, when you walk in, we're not using any of their equipment, so it'll be, you know, like blacked out, and then ours will be in front of it. But we'll have the band probably in and to the left, and then we'll have some seating areas, and then that whole side seating, we'll have some vendors and more seating. We know it's something everyone is always looking for. And then we're gonna just put all their tables together and make the vendor tables
Right.
like you normally would have them.
Yeah. Oh,
And
that's
lots of raffle
exciting.
items. So.
So I guess the first thing that I want to ask is, with it being in a new location, I'm sure it's going to attract more people that didn't even know about it that are just out at the casino. Are you going to be selling like tickets at the door, or are they all ahead of time you have to do?
We will have tickets available at the door. We, of course, encourage people because we are watching the numbers closely, and you want to make sure you do get in. But yes, we will have tickets. If for some reason we sell out prior, we will make sure that that goes out, but we usually have tickets right available at the door.
And Taste of Spring, I mean, if you like food and you like to eat, then this is a place for you because you can go from station to station. You can have different wine, different drinks, different sample, different types of food. And it's that's what makes it what I've always liked.
Yeah.
You come hungry, right?
Right, yeah.
Who's going to be there this year?
So we got a lot of our same favorites. We've got Downtown Deli. Dewey's always does a beautiful spread of food,
Yep.
and he's actually teaming up with the Red Brick Pub this year.
Oh, that's
So I'm not sure what they're bringing, but it's going to be wonderful. And Miranda Cheese, we've got Thirsty Owl and Buttonwood Grove and a lot of the favorites. But we got some new vendors this year too. We've been running into a lot of staffing issues with our poor vendors who just don't have the
Right.
extra.
Oh, yeah.
But we were able to get a couple new, so we've got Geneva Gelatos coming.
Ooh, cool.
And It's a Wonderful Bakery is coming, and Iron Smoke Whiskey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're really excited.
Just the people that you talked about there, that's like a wide variety of, you're saying whiskey, wines, ice cream, probably some great hot foods, some subs. Like, you're right, Jim. You have to come hungry and
Yeah.
thirsty, and then you leave full for sure.
Yep. And you I think they call it grazing, right?
Yeah.
You graze.
Sure, I guess, unless you keep going back to the same tables and whatnot. But let's get into some of the logistics. Like, when is the event?
So it's next Thursday, May 19th.
Oh, wow. So it's
Coming
coming
up.
up
Yes.
super quick. And what time do the doors open?
So they'll open at 5:30. People usually, line up a little before then, but I'm not sure exactly how that will look because we are right off the casino floor, so it's new to all of us. But we do have that entrance right there to it'd be the south parking lot, so you can park right
yeah.
there and
Walk right into the
buffet. Yep.
where the former buffet was.
Yes.
At Del Lago, yeah.
How long does it usually go for?
It'll go till 9. Music will go till 9, and then usually right around then once we pull the raffles and people have seen if they won or not, they take off.
Oh,
And
yeah.
if you're still having fun after 9, you can still hang out at Del Lago.
Exactly.
Yeah. I saw something about a slot tournament.
Yeah, we're gonna have a slot tournament open to just only to the people who attend Taste of Spring, and there's
Nice.
gonna be, I believe it's 20 or 25 slots, no pun intended, available. So it's whoever signs up first, but you've got to have your ticket to show them to be able to be part of it.
I entered in one slot tournament at Del Lago, and it is intense. And I was like, I really love this, but I don't even know how it even worked, but it was so cool, and I would definitely do it again. So it's just like a bonus that you get. And do you know who's the band that's going to be playing this
It's
year?
gonna be Flint Creek.
Oh,
Everybody's
that's
heard of Front
perfect.
Creek, yep.
Yeah,
That
so,
works great for the theme and everything.
yeah, we're super excited. Some modern country, and of course, they've got a huge following of their own. And I have heard that there might be an appearance from the Creek Monster. So
Oh, the Creek Monster. I didn't even know that was a thing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is that someone that, or something that shows up at their shows often?
I believe so.
So, can you tell us now? Okay, that's all the fun stuff. That's the exciting stuff. You get to go, you get to eat, you get to drink, but you're also
Raffles,
music, live
silent
music.
auction.
Can't be mad at that. But what is everybody's tickets? They're doing the raffles.
Speaking of
silent
tickets, we're going to
auction.
show you before the end of the show how you can win a pair of tickets.
Oh, yes,
as
we are.
One of our viewers, we got them right here.
Look at how cute
We'll
they
be
are.
giving them
I
away.
love the design and everything with the little denim. You got them
Oh, I got 'em
upside
upside
down,
down.
but
There we
there you go. So cute. Fancy like in the Finger Lakes. But I want to get into where all this money, where all the donations and everything, what it goes towards for the United Way of Seneca County, which is the important part here.
Of course, it all stays right here in Seneca County. So whether you're donating to our campaign or supporting one of our fundraisers, you can rest assured that it stays right with our Seneca County residents.
Awesome. And do you have like specific programs that they go towards throughout the year? Like, I think this is your biggest event, correct?
Yeah, this is our largest fundraising event. We have some smaller ones, pancake breakfast and whatnot through the year, usually a couple of raffles. But this is our largest one to be able to bring in. And the nice thing about being primarily donation-based and like being able to bring in income from things like fundraisers is it comes in with the ability for us to put it where it needs to go. If you have grant funding, which we do, it's very tied up in certain things. But because we have donors and we're able to have our community investment fund to not only help with local partners who get small grants from us each year. But we were able to, like, at the beginning of COVID, when all of a sudden everyone was panicking, we weren't sure what to do, we were able to step up and oversee all the volunteers for the mask program. And be able to change gears and be able to in real time react to what the community needed.
That's awesome. You guys do so much, and I know we've had a few people from United Way come in and just explain to us how much that you actually do.
So right now, obviously you got inflation and coming off of the pandemic, I guess. What is the most dire needs or situations right now in Seneca County that United Way is dealing with?
I would have to say, I mean, obviously, there's the financial ones that everyone is struggling with. It's the mental health.
Oh, yeah.
It's everyone's mental health. As humans, we're not meant to live with chronic stress. It changes our brain, and we've all been living with chronic stress at one level or another for 2 years.
Yeah.
And I know I've talked to lots of people, unofficially, just how much change we've seen in people. We were just talking about when the sun comes out, you can actually see a change in people. So between the
Yeah.
weather and the stress of the pandemic and everything else going on, even those who pride themselves on being strong and getting through anything are struggling these days.
Yeah, sometimes too, you think you're strong and you portray that and you don't even realize the impact that the change is having on you. But yeah, it's been a tough road, and now, inflation and gas prices and everything coming out of it. But on the bright side, it's beautiful out. I mean, things are hard around here in the winter and fall when you don't see the sun too, well, not the fall, but
Yeah.
when you don't see the sun for several weeks at a time sometimes. So it does feel good now that we're finally here and getting a little taste of spring.
Well done.
This show should be
Well
titled,
Yeah.
something about puns.
And if people are still struggling, that's what they can go to your website, and you have so many resources, I feel like, or they can just give you guys a call, correct? And-
Certainly. We definitely can put you in the right direction, but we always encourage people to try calling 211. You just dial it, and they can talk you through anything you need, whether it's food resources to mental health resources to just, I don't know where to go next. They can help you right through it 24 hours a day.
UWSeneca.org is a website. You can also get tickets at UWSeneca.org for
Right.
Taste of Spring. Or, Sid, what do they got to do to win these tickets?
They need to share this podcast, and they need to
On Facebook?
on Facebook. We're going to post it on Facebook. They need to share it with their friends, and they should like FingerLakes1.com's Facebook page and the United Way of Seneca County's Facebook page. And we'll make it simple. We'll only do those steps.
So we'll draw from, what we'll do is we'll draw from the shares and
Yeah.
then check to see if they like both. And if they
Yeah.
did, then you got 2 tickets to the Taste of Spring. And like I say, don't eat lunch that day.
It's really such a fun event, like, to go to, and you have that feel-good vibe because you know that you're helping. Some people are like, oh, I want to help, but they don't know. Doing something fun for yourself is still helping your community. And you guys, like you said, it's a 30-second.
Yeah, well, that blew my mind. And maybe it's because, like you said, we haven't had the event the past couple of years with the pandemic to 32. It's going back there.
And you have a total that you have raised since this has started. What is that total?
So since we started, Finger Lakes Businesses has helped us raise over $375,000.
Dang.
That's
Just
amazing.
with this event.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
with this event. How many events do you think that you have been part of? That was on the spot. On the spot. Yeah, because I feel like you've been around for a while, and you've got to do all the fun stuff. It's got to be fun to plan this, though.
It can be. We're in stress mode now. There's a little
course.
chaos in the office, but we've got a lot going on all at once. But it can be. Our office loves running with a theme, so once we have
Yeah.
a theme and we can start doing that, then it's fun.
Yeah,
That's
this is a good
exactly
thing.
it. That's what I said about. I was talking about the last one I was at, which was back in the '80s, and even down to your map that you guys.
Well,
would
that was the
create.
theme. It wasn't actually back in the 1980s.
Yeah, back in the '80s when I was alive, we were at the Taste of Spring. But your themes are so everything from, like, even your sponsorships have specific names that go with your themes. Your maps was Pac-Man then, and it was like so cute and well thought out. So I think it's going to be super exciting to see what you guys do this year with it. So like we said, that's next weekend already. The
Next
19th. Oh, next Thursday.
Yep,
It's on
Thursday
a Thursday.
evening, yep.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And
Yeah,
it's not
which is
too
great.
late, so-
I love the
Yeah.
Thursday because people make weekend plans. And if you watch the show, you know that my New Year's resolution this year was to get out more on Thursday nights, go to
Yes, it
dinner more on
was.
Thursday nights, extend that weekend just a
Yeah.
little longer.
I agree. I
And
think it's a great thing to do.
I
Especially
love
with the sun.
Thursday night events. Yeah.
That's why we planned it then for you.
Yes,
Just
it
for
was
me,
just,
you watch the show.
it
It's
was
always
just-
been on a Thursday though, hasn't it?
Yes.
yeah,
We were planning way ahead.
yeah, she was trying to like really manifest it for you, and now it's here. But other than like the food vendors and the wine vendors, you also have other people that are there. I saw like mobile laser tag. They're gonna have like a table with information and stuff set
No,
up?
they actually donated an entire party package to us to raffle off.
Oh,
So-
what are some of the raffles?
Yeah, so we've got raffles and silent auctions. They're actually working on them now, so I'm not sure which ones are which. But
course.
we've got thousands of dollars worth of donations so far. We're so excited. We've got everything from gift certificates for local food and haircuts and wine tastings. We've even got a delivery of mulch.
Oh, that's a good one.
Lodging options, Seneca Lake Resorts, Barristers, Bed and Breakfast, the Gould. We've got
geez.
theater and sports tickets from Rochester to Syracuse to Ithaca. We've got family fun passes to zoos and museums. Like I said, we've got the mobile laser tag party. We've got a far shot in Syracuse, which is axe throwing, something
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
are not familiar with, but are very excited to learn about.
Yeah.
And then we have, of course, we have our Mackenzie Child's piece, worth, $500, and just some amazing things people have given us. Dr. Littlejohn gave us something extra special this year. But our big thing is we have Walker Hayes tickets
Are you kidding me?
due for Franklin County Fair up in Malone, New York in August.
Wow.
And and it's trackside, so it's right up at Grandstand. It's first come, first serve. So if you get there early,
I'm
you
so
can be
sad.
right up there against the stage.
Do you have to be there? You have to be there to win the auction?
You got a silent, unless you got a bidder
I
that
was
you
gonna
send
say,
in your
unless
place.
you want to
Yeah.
outbid everyone now. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, just,
Yes. Let me borrow some money from someone, and I will. That's awesome. Those are big items that
Yeah.
you can raffle off, and I hope that brings you guys even more success. The
oh
donations.
yeah,
are
they'll do
huge.
well.
Yeah.
There'll be some heavy bidding on some of those items, I'm sure.
yes.
On the actual day of the event, do you get to enjoy yourself at the event, or do you have to be working it and making sure everything goes smoothly?
Both.
Both. Okay.
So it's a long day. I mean, we'll start at 10 loading up baskets from our office and moving them over, but we have a really active board and some fantastic volunteers. So once things are moving, it's going to get done, so I don't have to check on as much. And then by the end, you get to really just kind of walk around and say hi to people and enjoy it. You got one eye on everything else.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
we've got like I said, we've got fantastic volunteers that just make it all happen.
That's awesome. Are you encouraging people to dress up at all?
yes.
I feel like there's always your theme, and then you have people that dress up, and like the prom night one was cool. I saw pictures of everybody in literal prom.
This one will
dresses.
probably take a little less work,
Yeah.
some flannel, cowboy hat, maybe some boots.
Yep.
Or you can
Rotary jeans.
get creative, and you can do other things that
Like
make
what?
you feel You could be a fancy country.
Like a rhinestone cowboy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Diamonds goes very well with denim. So
Disco
Yeah.
cowgirl.
Diamonds and Denim was
Disco
another
cowgirl.
event that,
Yeah.
remember Diamonds and Denim, that event? Was that you guys?
no, that was
Who was that?
was that?
Diamonds and Denim.
I
Was
didn't hear of
uh,
it, so it must have been a while
that was
back.
yeah, it was years
House of
ago.
Concern, maybe Habitat for Humanity. I
Oh.
can't remember. There used to be an event called Diamonds and Denim.
Well, we're gonna, we just gave people some ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm all about the disco cowgirl vibe, where it's like sparkly, but you got the cowgirl boots.
Dolly Parton style.
Yes, I love that. And it's fun to see everybody dress up and participate. And your staff, like you said, they always go all out. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
you have opportunities for cool photos and things like that. I'm sure we'll be
Oh,
there
there'll be a
as well.
photo booth and everything.
And with it being at Del Lago, of course, that means it's a 21 and up event, I would assume.
Yeah, same goes for our ticket giveaway. You won't win if you're less than 21.
Yeah,
Gotta
of
be
course.
21.
This is a time for the adults to get out and
My
enjoy
daughter's very
something.
disappointed.
Oh,
I
I'm
can't pick out a costume for a party, and she's like, "But I can't go." I said,
I'm-
"Sorry."
You can't get into Del Lago if you're under 21, actually, so it's not even a United Way rule, right?
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because on the casino floor, you'll have to go through security before you can get to us.
I'm super excited for you guys to start it back up. I hope it's like a bigger year now because people get back out. They love this event. I feel like normally you see the same people too that love to come back year after year, not just the vendors, but the actual people that go. So it's super exciting. I won't be there, and I'm so sad. But it's okay. I'll be in Florida, so I will on that day probably do disco cowgirl outfit.
Oh, really?
Yep.
We expect photos.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, I know I can't be there, but I got me a lot of sparkles and cowgirl hats, so, I can just do that at the pool. What other fun things that are we missing? I know you guys have, you just started putting out the car crash scenes at the schools, which
Yeah, I
is super
saw them. I
impactful.
saw the cars at Minders Academy when I would pick up my daughter or drop her off, whatever. But yeah, that's the type of thing that maybe hits home a little more than just talking to the kids about it when they can see, the damaged vehicles.
Right, and if people don't know what we're talking about, can you give them a little bit more information?
Sure. So Sarah Smolinski, who's one of our staff, there's been an event for years. It was the mock crash, and they would put two cars together, and it was a whole reenactment with first responders and everything. And some seniors would get to go to it. And not earlier this year, last year, Sarah said, I want to bring it to every school. Sarah has fantastically large ideas, but she also has amazing follow through. So this week we were able to, with CNC Automotive out of Fayette, they saved us 8 crunched cars.
Wow.
And so there are 2 crashed cars in front of each of the 4 high schools in Seneca County. So South Seneca, Romulus, Waterloo, and Seneca Falls.
That's awesome.
And
Yeah.
each community has first responders that are showing up in the morning and helping they're either acting on the scene or they're talking to the kids. So we know we've had troopers at each school. Of course, Seneca Falls, Waterloo PD, the Sheriff's Department, the ambulances, the fire department, they've all gotten in on it. We have 2 national representatives from SAD, which used to be Students Against Drunk Driving. Now it's Students Against Destructive Decisions.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that change.
Well, yeah, there's more, there's more to it.
Changed in like 99.
Whoa.
Yeah, we were all surprised.
Oh, okay.
But it makes sense.
Yeah, nowadays even more,
Yeah.
not just drunk driving, especially with the legalization of marijuana and things like
Well, I think the biggest threat right now is the non-prescription pills that kids can get their hands on that can potentially contain fentanyl.
Yeah.
Pretty dangerous
talked
stuff.
about that with the Substance Abuse Coalition not too long ago. But so you have these car crash scenes, which are really, it is eerie to see them at the schools, and you hope that it makes an impact. And then you guys do an event off of that as well.
Certainly. So the theme for the week is don't be a D student. So it's the 4 Ds of driving, and so it's drunk, drugged, distracted, and drowsy. So each day is focused towards one of those, Monday through Thursday. All the high schoolers who are walking into the schools are getting some sort of swag to go with it. They've got announcements in the schools. So it's something that all the schools have been wonderful and are on board with and very supportive. But we know that there's and then they have assemblies on Friday. But we know that the middle schools are seeing this, the way
Yeah,
our schools
of
are set
course.
up.
Yeah.
And we know that the shock factor doesn't last long with kids, but we know that, we purposely tried to make it not too awful looking. I mean, they're
course.
crashed cars, but, so we wanted to do something for the middle schoolers. So Friday night at the Fayette Fire Department at 6 p.m., I have to look at my cheat sheet. All the middle schoolers in Seneca County, 6th through 8th grade, are invited to come on out. Your parents can drop you off. We'll be there. We are going to have laser tag then. Mobile laser tag will be there.
Nice.
They'll be getting the same swag that the high schoolers got, some extra stuff. There's going to be music and food, of course. Basketball. We're going to have our DWI simulator down there so you can
Oh, wow.
see the difference between driving sober and driving under the influence. And of course, we'll have some of the probably first responders and law enforcement there to.
That's cool.
Yeah, I
That's
heard there
just
might
it.
be a law enforcement versus kids basketball.
Oh my goodness, I feel like they would love that. And it's a way to still make it a fun event, but also have a really strong message attached to it.
Well, my daughter took her 5-hour course last night,
Oh.
remotely. That's long. I mean, she was in front of that computer for 5 hours, but I did catch the very end, and Ed Colella,
Yep,
I think.
Dave Colella.
Dave Colella, I'm sorry, yeah. Well, he was the instructor, and in the end, he just reminded the kids that, and it wasn't all kids, too, there were some adults, but he specifically to the kids, he was like, I hope you take to heart the stuff that we learned today, because we covered a lot, but it's very important, and every year you see high school kids, God forbid, lose their lives somewhere locally. It almost seems like almost an annual occurrence. And so when my daughter will be taking her driver's test in the next couple weeks. And man, I was always looking forward to it because I won't have to drive her around all the time and pick her up and drop her off. But on the other hand, man, I don't know how I feel about it.
I know, it's a lot, and it's amazing that you guys have the resources and are able to pull something together like this, which is a big impact. And I feel like I remember things that even when I was in school that they did that was just like this. So it's awesome that you guys are able to do that. And the Taste of Spring, bringing it back, helps with that, like that.
Yes.
Whatever, some donations, the silent auctions, all that portions are going to be able to go and help with all these other events. And
Thanks for everything you guys do at the United Way. And now more than ever, it's super important.
absolutely. I want you to just give everybody a little reminder of when everything is, if they want to buy tickets, where they can get them from, times, all of that.
Wonderful. So 32nd Annual Taste of Spring Fancy Lake in the Finger Lakes. It's going to be next Thursday, May 19th, out at Lago Resort Casino in the Farmers Buffet area, 5:30 to 9. Tickets are available at www.uwseneca.org, or you can give us a call at the office, 315-539-1135. And we've got Flint Creek for live music, so we'd love to see you there.
And Sid, how can we're giving away 2 tickets here. How
Yes,
can
we
people win 'em?
are. Once we get this up on our Facebook, you need to share this video, and you need to like fingerlakes1.com on Facebook and the United Way of Seneca County so you can stay.
And we'll draw a winner on Friday.
Yeah, we'll draw a winner on Friday, and it's already Wednesday, so you got 2 days to get those shares and those likes to us, which is great. And then they can stay in the know with everything that's going on with the United Way of Seneca County, which you'd be surprised how much they actually do.
Yes.
And yeah,
Important.
that's me being very sad that I cannot go to this event, but I will go to your 33rd event next year. Mark my word.
What's the theme? You guys got that figured out yet? What's the
Well,
date?
we got a
Who's the vendors?
list of maybes.
Of
We're not
ideas?
sure yet.
Yeah, I got you.
I love giving out ideas, so if you ever need any help, just tell Karen to shoot me an email, or Sarah. You know, we're always talking about crazy ideas together. But
Always a pleasure, Rhonda. Thanks for coming in again.
yeah,
Thanks for having us and all the support you always give us.
Next time you're in, it'll be in the new studio, right, Sid?
yes, it will be, which is so
Probably.
exciting. And I hope you have like a great weekend and it's a little stress-free. Oh my goodness, I did not know what that was. But that is all the time that we have already. So again, thank you for coming on. Thank you for
And good luck with the
everybody.
event next Thursday.
Yes, thank you for everybody who joined us today. If you like the show, you can click like, you can share with your friends, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be back again next Wednesday. And until then, have a great weekend here in the Finger Lakes. Fancy.